My name is Giles, and I want to welcome you to this basic yoga class for the YMCA of Southeastern North Carolina. This class is going to work a little bit on flexing the spine. So there's side to side that we do, and also you may be familiar with cat-cow, where you're rounding and arching the spine. We're going to also do a couple of poses, and it may or may not work for you. Something that might help is if you have a tie or a bandana or a napkin. And when we get to the point, I'll demonstrate. We're just going to put the item around the ankle to give you a little bit more length to help elongate the spine as you're arching your back. We'll get to it, but if you want to pause right now and go grab a belt or a tie, or this is a napkin, feel free. So settle in, take a deep inhale and exhale it out, and just focus on your breath. Let the air fill your lungs as your spine lengthens. And on the exhale, allow your shoulders to fall away from your ears and your belly to press towards your spine. Just settle in. Maybe you want to let your hands move the flesh away from your sit bones so that they can root into the mat. Let them be even. Let your pelvic bowl be even. So if it doesn't work for you to sit cross-legged, your feet can touch in front of you or have your legs extended all the way out. Whatever works for you, make it your practice. So, focusing on the breath, take a deep inhale and exhale it out. Focus moves to your pelvic muscles. Engage. Tuck that tailbone. Find a little bit more length in your lower spine. Deep inhale. Let it all go. And let your focus move to that place just below your belly button. Pull those abdominals back and up. And take a deep inhale and exhale it out. Allow your focus to float to just below your rib cage. Pull those abdominals back and up and feel your core, protecting your organs, protecting your spine, holding you strong here. On your next inhale, let your shoulders roll up to your ears a lot and then back. Press your fingertips into the tops of your legs. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Move your heart forward. And then allow your hands to return to your lap. Palms face down. If you need grounding, rotate palms to sky if you don't need grounding in this moment. Allow your chin to be parallel to the floor. Let your lips be touching lightly, your tongue resting on the roof of your mouth just behind the teeth. And your crown is reaching toward the stars. Lean back, stacking shoulders on top of hips as if you're leaning against a wall. On your exhale, move chin to chest. Inhale, ear to shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, ear to shoulder, other side. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale. Moving with the breath, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, crown brings the head up. Exhale, take your gaze over shoulder. Inhale to center. Exhale, other side. Inhale to center. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, ear to shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, other side. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, crown brings the head up. Exhale, gaze over shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Inhale, center. Release your hands, flare your fingers, pull your arms away from your body. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Little twinkles with your wrists in one direction and then the other direction, just lubricating your wrist joints. And then reach with one arm, feel your belly pulled to your spine. Your arm is reaching, and then switch as if you're pulling on a rope. And just let your core be engaged here. You're starting to work your side body. Breathe. And then both hands come to meet above your head. Let your elbows bend. The backs of your hands come to the back of your head. Press your elbows back. Shoulder blades down. Core engaged. Lift your sternum. So think about lifting from the sternum here. Already starting to work a little bit of arching the back. And then it's an option to interlace your fingers and open your elbows wide, moving your shoulder blades down your back a little bit. Breathe. And use your core, come back to perpendicular to the floor. Inhale, turn to the right. Press the right elbow away, wanting to keep your arms as wide as they can be right now. And then come back to center, inhaling. Exhale, left elbow leads the way as you turn to the left, pressing that left arm back. And then gently, gently come back to center. Release your hands. Shoulder rolls in one direction. And then reverse it. You decide how big the shoulder rolls need to be. Continuing with this, or if you want a little bit more, using your arms. And then reverse it. And while we're here, pause, arms out like a T. Fingers pointing toward the sky so your palms are pressing away. And just press as if you're trying to push something away from you, and feel that stretch in your waist, keeping the arms as straight across from each other as possible. Use your core to come up, inhaling. Exhale, press with that left hand, reaching. Breathe. One more time, bring it up, inhaling. Keep those fingers pressing toward the sky. You're feeling your arms, forearms working. Bring it up. Exhale, one more time, other side. Core strength brings you up. Release your hands. Let your wrists give a little twinkle this way and that way one more time, and then interlace your fingers behind your back. Press your knuckles away. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lift your sternum once more. Take a breath here. Pull your belly in. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Drop your gaze to a few feet past your mat and let your spine be completely straight. Leading with the heart, come forward. Breathe. Arms can remain along the back, or your hands can come away from your tailbone. And if you're sit in your practice, use your core and round your back body. Arms come up and over. Inhale, straight spine. Release your fingers, engage those arms. Exhale, reach with those fingers. Inhale, straight spine brings you up, arms out and up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a deep inhale, exhale it out. Release your feet. If it works for you, let your knees windshield wiper side to side, just loosening up those hips a little bit. Allow yourself to come to stillness. Soles of the feet come together. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Interlace fingers, rotate palms to sky. One more side, body opening. Breathe. Core strength brings you up. Release it, other side. Inhale, bring it up. And then use your core, round your back body. Forearms coming to the shins. Thumbs can come to the arches. From here, adjust the position of your heels. They might want to come a little bit closer. You can press your edges of your feet into the mat. Round your back. Your gaze is down. Breathe. Interlace fingers. Use your core. Come all the way up. Rotate palms to sky once more. Inhaling. Exhale. Flare your fingers. Pull arms away from body. out and down with those arms and legs extend. Slide your fingers forward, shift and adjust as you need to, leading with the heart, straight spine. Toes pointing straight up or to the nose so you feel your hamstrings, and let your hands support you on this first one, lower down, front body coming toward the floor. Zip it up, pelvic muscles and abdominals. Your head can go as close to your legs as what feels okay for you right now. Plant your palms, elbows close to the rib cage. Roll it up. Chin stays to the chest for as long as it can. Shoulders and head, last thing to come to the top. Take a deep inhale. Let it all go. Release your hands, arms reach out and up. Lift your sternum, drop your shoulders. Let them kind of land in that socket. Use your core here. Drop your gaze and repeat with your hands coming toward the mat as we did before, or straight spine. You're holding that ball of energy. Ears are between the arms. You're coming slowly down. And when you're ready, let your hands float to the floor. Find your seated forward fold. Perhaps inhaling, lifting from the shoulder blades, elongating the spine, and then come forward once more. Take a breath, take another breath. Plant your hands on either side of your hips and roll up as before, or ears between the arms. Hold that ball of energy, straight spine, straight arms. Core strength brings you all the way back up. Inhaling. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a breath, take another breath. Release your hands, let those legs open up into a V. You decide how wide that V is going to be, and just slide your hands forward, letting the inner thighs get a little bit of a wake-up call here. Breathe, lower down. Press the backs of the legs into the mat. Walk your arms, fingers as far forward as you like. Press fingertips into the floor or palms. Head can lower down on either side of the arms. Breathe. Let your hands plant on the inside of your thighs. Reach with your crown. Straight spine brings you up, inhaling. Turning from the waist to the right, plant your hands on either side of your extended leg. Reach your sternum toward the top of that foot and breathe. Stay here if this is enough. If you want a little bit more, right forearm to shin, left hand to waist. Roll that top shoulder back. Find a little bit of a twist. Toes are pointing to the sky. Left hand can reach to the sky. And if you want, you can let that left hand come up and over and connect with that foot if that works for your body. Still rolling that left top shoulder back. Breathe. And to come out of it, reverse your pattern. Left hand to the sky. Left hand to the waist. Release your gaze. Use your core. Plant your hands. Straight spine brings you all the way up. Inhaling. Exhale. Find a wide leg fold. Breathe. Come as far forward as what works for you today. One more breath. Plant your hands to help you up, or release your hands. Straight arms, straight spine bring you all the way up. Exhale, turn to the left. Frame that extended left leg. Reach forward with your heart. Keeping that right sit bone on the mat, not planted, completely rooted, but it's still touching. Feel the stretch. And go where you went on the first side. Maybe forearms to shin, right hand to waist. It's an option to roll that top shoulder back, finding a gentle twist. Reach to the sky. Reach that right hand up and over. Everything's optional. Listen to your body. Long breath in, long breath out. One more breath here. And then right hand reaches to the sky. Bring it to the waist. Release your gaze to protect your neck. Plant your hands. Straight spine comes up. To center. Exhale forward. Breathe. One more breath. Make your way up, either planting your hands or straight arms, straight spine. Exhale, reach out and down. Let your feet come to seated staff one more time. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, find your seated forward fold. Long breath in, long breath out. One more breath. Plant your hands on either side of your hips and roll it up. Vertebrae upon vertebrae, bone upon bone. Crown, the last thing to come up. Take a deep inhale and exhale it out. So as we continue on, remember to listen to your body here. Coming to table pose. If you need a padding for your knees, you can pleat your mat or use a towel. So a lot of times knees get super sensitive, so pay attention because we only have one for each leg and we need them. So find your table pose. Let your index fingers be parallel to each other and the edges of the mat. Your knees are underneath your hips. Your gaze is straight down. Your elbow creases are facing forward so that when you bend, your elbow is pointing to the back and not to the side. Moving through cat-cow. Exhale, chin reaches to pelvic bowl, back rounds up. Inhale, drop your belly, tailbone rises, crown goes up. Make it yours, as slow or fast as what works for you. Let the breath guide you. Any random movements that your body's asking for, hip circles or anything that you have in your practice, listen to your body and make it your practice. Just so we know where it is, find child's pose, hips coming to heels, belly coming to thighs, forearms to the mat, forehead to the mat for extended child. Remembering anytime you need a break, child's pose is waiting for you. Child's pose is a resting pose, as may become down dog, if not already in your practice. One more breath here, and come to child's pose anytime you need to. Zip it up, hips come away from the heels, come to your table pose. Let your right knee come off the mat, extend your right leg. We're coming to spinal balance here. So left fingertips can reach forward like a kickstand or reach. Options stay here if you want a little bit more, and this is where this accessory can come in. You can bring this around your foot and it gives you a little bit more leverage to reach if you can't connect with your foot, to bring it up and find that arching of the back, the pressing forward of the heart, the lengthening of the spine even here. Breathe. And if you want a little bit more, release your tension somewhat and lower your heel towards your hip so you're getting a quadricep stretch. It hopefully feels good. Breathe. Find your arching back once more, and then release your hand, extend that right leg, drop the ball of the foot to the mat, and find your way to down dog, three-legged dog. Bring that left leg up. Breathe. Little twinkles with that foot, one direction and then the other direction. And as you're ready, we're going to step through with this left foot between the two hands and come into a lunge. So the ball of the foot can be on the heel of the foot can be on top of the ball or pressed back. Root to rise. Bring it up. Breathe. Press the back of that right leg away. Lifting from the sternum. Maybe reaching those fingers back a little bit more. Breathe. One more breath. And then drop your gaze. We're going to step forward on this left foot and bring this right knee up. Coming to dancer from here. So left hand finds that foot and the knee points toward the floor. This is a balance pose. This is enough. Listen to your body. If you want more, press palm and foot, just as we did when we were in Spinal Balance, into each other and lower. I don't want to hit the wall. Breathe. Come out of it. Bring that knee up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale here. Exhale, release your hands. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Lift your heart. Exhale, through center to your forward fold. Inhale, hands against the shins or fingers against the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift once more. And then exhale, step back to plank. Let your knees return to the mat. Come to child's pose if you need a breath. When you're ready, come back to table. Focus goes to left knee, extend that left flexed foot. Breathe. Option stay here or let the right fingertips come forward or reach, 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 reach. Allow the hips to remain even. And then if you want more, use your napkin or belt or your hand. Receives the back foot. Press palm and foot into each other. Arch that back. Press the heart forward. Pull your belly towards your spine. Unclench your teeth. And if you did the extra option of just lowering that heel towards your hip, take that option. Feel that stretch. One more breath here, lifting. With control, release, inhale, extend. Exhale, bring the right hand to the mat, lower the left ball of the foot. Find your three-legged dog. Little twinkles with that extended foot. And when you're ready, right foot steps through, finding your lunge. Build up if you need to, make your way up, and then lower your center of gravity again, and find that lunge. Breathe. Making your way to dancer, or heading toward dancer. Drop your gaze, find your drishti, come forward on that left foot and bring that right foot, bring the left knee up. Receive the left foot with the left hand. Reach with the right fingertips. And as you're ready, pressing palm and foot into each other, letting that back arch. Whoops. Coming back, right hand reaches, left knee up, left hand up. Come back to Tadasana. Exhale, reach out and down. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Lift your heart. Exhale through center or swan dive. Coming into your forward fold, hands on the shins, pressing palms and shins into each other, or fingers, hands on the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step back to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Coming down to Cobra. Find your Cobra, as low or as high as what feels good for you right now. Breathe. Curl your toes. Exhale, two down dog. Long breath in. Let it all go. Come high up on your tippy toes. Bend that right knee. Extend your right foot to the sky. Step the right foot halfway between your hands and your back foot. Find pyramid pose. Just letting that right hamstring get a stretch. Breathe. Lower your front body as close to that extended leg as what works for you today. Breathe. Let it all go. On your inhale, front body pulls away from that standing leg. Release the knee. And let that right hand come forward to an angle in front of you, a diagonal. Lift the left leg. We're coming into half moon. Let your left hand come to the waist. And then when you're ready, stack your hips. So the left hip's wanting to be right on top of the right. Left hand reaches to the sky. Push the left foot like you're trying to put your footprint on the wall behind. And maybe this is enough. If you want more, one more opportunity for that flexing of the spine. Receive that foot and find that arch. Breathe. Play with it a little bit. Return to half moon if you're not there already. Let the left hand come to the mat. Let the right foot come to the mat. Exhale to your forward fold. Breathe. Halfway lift, hands on the shins or fingers on the mat. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll it up bone by bone or swan dive, reverse swan all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale here. Exhale, Tadasana mountain pose. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, hands on the shins or fingers on the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Walk your hands forward, step your feet back to plank. Knees to the mat or chest and chin. Chaturanga is an option. Exhale, down dog. Let your left foot step halfway between your hands and your back foot. Slide your hands to frame that left foot and bring your front body toward the front leg. Feel that stretch. The slight adjustment in your pelvic bowl can either intensify or release a little bit, so calibrate yourself. Breathe. And then when you're ready, let your front body come away from your leg. Release that front knee. Left hand comes to a diagonal in front of the left foot. Right leg rises. Take your time. There is no rush. We're stacking the hips, letting the right hand come to the waist. Breathe. One more breath. And then let the right knee bend if you're going to add this option. Receive the foot. If you lose it, just come back to it. Breathe. And then if you aren't already there, return to half moon. Let the right hand come to the mat. Let the left and right foot come together. Exhale to your forward fold. Take a breath. Take another breath. Hands pressing into the shins or fingertips or palms into the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen that spine. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe. Heel toe your feet away from each other. Let your hands receive your elbows or your arms cross. Allow the head to dangle. Unlock your knees. Let the weight of your head and shoulders and arms be like traction for your upper spine. Belly still pulling in. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. If it feels okay to your neck, maybe little circles with your head in one direction, and then reverse it. Breathe. Long breath in, long breath out. One more breath. Release your hands. Heel toe your feet to the point that you can lower your hips and come into a little squat. Breathe. Deep inhale and exhale. And then, if it's in your practice, this is a perfect opportunity to move to crow. Your hands come to the mat. Your legs are against your upper arm above your elbow. Come onto the balls of your feet. Press your legs and arms into each other so there's a tension there, and start to lean, move your weight forward into your hands. It's balance, it's not strength. One toe can come up, the other toe might come up, maybe the toes can touch. Breathe. Long breath in, long breath out. Come out of it when you're ready. Let your feet come to the mat. Return to your prayer squat. Take a breath. And then we're going to come down onto our backs. There's one more option if you want to come along with me. Let your right hand come to the mat, so your arm and your leg are still pressing into each other for leg leverage, so that you can stack your shoulders and lift that left hand to the sky. Breathe. Deep inhale and exhale. If you want to add the bind, maybe release your head so you're not compromising your neck, and let your hands connect behind your leg. Roll that top shoulder back and breathe. Deep inhale and exhale. Long breath in, long breath out. Rotating sternum to sky, even here. Release your gaze, come out of it, and I'll turn to the other side so you can see how the bind works. Take a breath. Left hand plants to the mat, right hand reaches to the sky, so the arm and the leg are pressing into each other to give you that leverage. Breathe. And adding the wrap. Right shoulder rolls back toward the sky. Take a deep inhale, exhale it out. One more breath here. And then release your gaze, release your hands, come to your prayer. Exhale it out. Hips come to the mat. We'll go to an inversion. So I'm going to cue bridge and shoulder stand. If you want to move to wheel or plow or stand on your head, perfect time is now. Rolling down, working your core just a little bit. Heels come toward the hips, arms down by your side, palms face down. Just take a breath right here and let it all go. manipulate that jaw. Perfect time for lion's pose. Open your eyes, open your mouth, stick out your tongue. Ah. I hope you did that with me. Press your feet and your lumbar curve into the mat. Fingertips to the back of your head. And just see what it feels like to have your arms completely open so the backs of your arms are against the floor. Fingertips, use your core, and fingertips lift your head so you're finding a long neck and then lowering your head. Arms down by your side. Adjust the position of your feet so you can press your front body up, rounding to the sky. Breathe. Another rounding of the back. Pressing arms into the mat right here. Perhaps this is enough. If you want more, interlace fingers underneath the hips. Roll shoulders underneath the collarbone and lift. If you want to give shoulder stand a try, come onto the balls of your feet. Move your feet closer to your hips and press your hips higher. Let your hands come to your lower back. And then bring your knees towards your chest. Support your lower back with your hands around your waist and then reach those fingers to the sky. So you're aiming to have your legs, knees, hips, and as much of the spine as possible in a straight line. Breathe. Give yourself 3 deep inhales wherever you are, whichever inversion you've selected. And then when you're ready to come out of it, if you're in shoulder stand, your knees can come forward so that you can remove your arms and then lower your back body down. Pause with the legs perpendicular to the floor if that feels good to you. Take a deep inhale, exhale it out. Hands find the knees as they bend, little circles. Massaging that sacral area. Reverse the circles. Come to stillness. Left foot finds the mat. Right foot comes on top of that left thigh. Float left foot off the mat. Interlace fingers behind that thigh. The outside of the elbow can press against the inside of that right thigh for a little bit more hip opening. Relax your shoulders and your face. And then if you want more, left foot extends to the sky. Release your fingers from the thigh, interlace behind the calf. Roll your shoulders and head up, reaching chin to shin. Breathe. Long breath in, long breath out. And then slowly shoulders and head come down. Left knee bends, arms extend out to the sides. Roll over onto your left hip. Left hand can find that knee. On your exhale, take your gaze over the right shoulder, rotate right palm to sky. Breathe. Inhale, gaze to sky. Arms out like a T. Come back to the middle place. Right foot steps down. Left foot to right thigh. Right foot floats off the mat. Interlace fingers on top of that, behind that thigh. Pulling knee toward the chest. Feel it in your left hip. Take a deep inhale, exhale it out. All the feet are flexed. Option, stay here or extend that right leg to the sky. Release your fingers from the thigh, interlace them around the calf, roll your shoulders and head up, reaching chin to shin. Breathe. Deep inhale and exhale. One more breath. And then slowly shoulders and head come down. Right knee bends. Arms out to the side once more. Roll over onto the right hip. Right hand comes to the knee. Exhale, gaze over left shoulder. Rotate left palm to sky. Deep inhale and exhale. One more breath here. Let it all go. Take one more deep inhale. Exhale away. Inhale, gaze to sky, arms out like a T. Come back to the middle place. Step that left foot down. Let your elbows come towards your knees. Let your feet now receive your feet. Let your hands receive your feet. Bring your knees to the outside of your rib cage. Come to happy baby, rock side to side. And as you are ready, make your way to Shavasana. Let your feet come to the mat. Let your legs extend. Move your legs away from each other. The toes fall away from each other. Arms are apart from the trunk. Palms facing up. Take a deep inhale and exhale it out. Shavasana. Long breath in, let it all go. Toes move, fingers. Maybe the head wants to turn side to side. Arms reach above the head. Feet come to the mat. Roll over onto your side. Ear resting on your upper arm. As you are ready, gently press to seated. Thank you for being. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to remember how awesome you are. Namaste, beauties. Namaste.